It is Sunday, May 19th, 4:03 a.m. West Coast time. Lot going on. Wow, is there a lot going on. There's a lot going on in Vegas. They have the EDC weekend here, the biggest music festival ever, and it's just crazy. It's bigger than Woodstock. Now, a lot going on here. They've got everybody watching the Game of Thrones, right? Season finale. Here we go. They have perverted the end of everything. Everything has been perverted. So they've got y'all watching this battle of fire and ice. But that's not what's going on. The battle is fire and air. Mars just entered Gemini, the root chakra. Ruling fire moves into mutable air. Now, mutable air can fuel the fire, or mutable air can blow the fire out, depending on the fuel source of the fire. Let's look at what's going on opposite that in fire. So Saturn, ruling air, is in the fire of ideology, and Saturn and Mars oppose, and they're both on the mutable cross. Saturn is in ideology and philosophy, and Mars is in Mercury's house of Hermetics, Thoth, Hermes Trismegistus, Veracocha. This is the Hermit. Saturn would love to be here. And now, that's just the cake. Let's put some icing on it, because the North and South node of the Moon are here. Mars is conjunct K2 in Gemini, and Saturn is going to conjunct Rahu in Sagittarius, and they're going to oppose each other. Mars and Saturn already oppose each other. I call it the battle between the goat and the ram. This is the real story of what's going on that nobody is telling you. It's been going on for a long time. I see it in the script. They give you the story of the goat in Mendez. There's no such thing. In the original text, it's the ram in Mendez, not the goat. They have the Muslims killing the goat. They're fire worshippers. They worship Mars. They do the water ritual of Pisces. But they oppose the king and the goat, Saturn. Mars, the root chakra, hates the crown chakra, Saturn. Understand that. But Saturn, the crown chakra, ruling Capricorn, will exalt the emotions in Capricorn. Mars is exalted here. Why? Because when your third eye is open, when Mars finally comes under the rule of Saturn, when your emotions come under the rule of the crown chakra, then your emotions are exalted. But here, this is emotionally bipolar. It's mutable. There's no gray area. It's going to be to the extreme. If this was just Mars and Gemini, okay, you're going to have some melancholy days, and you're going to have some pretty good days. But because of the Saturn opposition, because of the fire and the air, wow, it's getting volatile out here. I need to pause. Firecrackers, that's what's going to happen. It's like firecrackers, short fuses. Real short fuses here. Now you've got this trifecta going on. You've got Venus in Mars's house, Mercury in Venus's house, and Mars in Mercury's house. So our communications, our heart, and our emotions are just all over they're in everybody else's business. Mercury's debilitated combust of the sun. Communications being oppressed from an outside source. The heart's in cardinal fire. This is either going to purify the heart or burn it to the ground. Be careful. This could be, always look above. So the heart needs to look to itself as Venus, that bronzed serpent on the pole in Libra, and find its harmony and its balance. Mercury needs to look to Scorpio, its friends, the hero, the hero's journey, to answer this problem. And Mars needs to look to the thing it opposes, Saturn. With Pluto. Remember, Pluto deals in symbolism. Pluto's not going to respond to your Mars emotion. Pluto's not going to respond to your Mercury linguistics. He's going to respond to symbolism. That's why it's so important for you to learn the images in the proper symbolism. That way you can read anything. You can read the truth in anything. In any language, in any book, in any tall tale, fish tale they can come up with. You can see right through it. But you need to get your ideology as being straightened out here. That's what Saturn's doing. Now, this is just the beginning with this Mars-Saturn opposition. Then in steps Jupiter, and that's when the dance begins between Jupiter and Saturn, and it happens in Jupiter's house. It begins in Jupiter's house, and it ends in Saturn's house. And Saturn wins this round. I'm telling you who's winning the game, whose side you need to be on, who you should have been on from the beginning anyway. But to get your symbolism straight, because the manifestation's going to happen from the subconscious. And they perverted the symbolism. Just as this God here, thou shalt have no images, graven images of anything in heaven or in earth, of anything in Aquarius or Capricorn, no images of Libra or Virgo, no images of Gemini or Taurus. So that's exactly what we need to do. Reverse the curse. Thou shalt have no images of fire and ice. And that's all they're giving you. That's all you're getting. When this battle right now is between the emotions and Saturn, the root chakra and the crown chakra, and then Jupiter's coming into the mix. He's the next up, right? You go from Mars to Jupiter, to the Sun, the Moon, Venus, Mercury, Saturn. So in comes Jupiter. Desire. Belief system. This is his house of ideology. This is his ideology. Not anymore. We're walking out of mutable ideology. It's coming to an end. The circle's given everybody the chance. The circle's given these two ages the chance to do it the easy way. The scenic route. Now Saturn's here to settle the matter. And it's straight to the point. Cut to the chase. Doing it the hard way. Alright. Go be the kindness. Be the love. It really disappoints me to see YouTube channel after channel after channel that claims to be woke, and they're so full of hate. It's all they put out there. Hate. Hate and separation. What kind of woke is that? If you think you're woke and you have not love, you have nothing.